Hello, Z.
In 1963, Doctor Who began with the first Doctor played by William Hartnell. 54 years, 12 Doctors, many companions and aliens later, the show is still going strong. It spanned generations with an enormously passionate fan base known as Whovians. It's a brilliant concept. An alien from the planet Gallifrey traveling through time and space with companions, often human, exploring and saving the universe. When the Doctor dies, he regenerates, and then a brand new actor comes along and plays him. This amazing show has brought together people from all over the world, from all walks of life, with its ever-present themes of curiosity and the good of mankind. I asked all of you, my audience, what Doctor Who means to you? And how did you become a Whovian? This is what you had to say.
We all change. When you think about it, we are all different people, all through our lives. And that's okay, that's good, you've got to keep moving, so long as you remember all the people that you used to be. I will not forget one line of this. Not one day. I swear. I will always remember when the Doctor was me.
I started watching Doctor Who with the episode Rose. Many other people started their Doctor Who journey with the first episode of the reboot.
I started with 9 and Rose in the episode Rose. I really liked the episode.
I, like many others, didn't find it very interesting and kind of left the show. For whatever reason, I came back many months later and completely fell in love.
Wasn't interested. But then I saw an epic rap battles of history featuring Doc Brown versus Doctor Who. And it piqued my interest because he died and then he regenerated. And I was like, he's different? Why is he different? What's going on? One Netflix binge later and I was hooked!
There are some people that instantly get hooked to the show, especially those who watch the episode Blink with the Weeping Angels.
I asked my coworkers what episode I should start out with, and they said Blink. So I went to go watch it, and it was about Weeping Angels, and holy crap.
Some people stumble upon the show themselves.
So it was just me randomly watching TV on a sofa and I flicked onto Doctor Who, the Runaway Bride.
But from what I've heard from you guys, most people start watching Doctor Who because a friend or family member told them about it. I started because my brother told me to watch it.
Well, I got into Doctor Who because of my friend.
I asked my dad about it. He said it was a really good show.
My friend, her name was Francie. She always talked about the gas mask episode. I was like, you know, to get her to be quiet, I'm gonna have to watch it. So I started watching it, and then I just got addicted to it.
My mom was always telling me to watch Doctor Who, explaining to me about Rose and Donna Christmas Special and everything, and I watched them all in the weird order, but totally worth it, and I've definitely gone back and watched them in order.
I unfortunately didn't start watching Doctor Who until university, but there are some of you who were lucky enough to start watching Doctor Who in your childhood.
Grown up with the show since I was about 11 years old, and I've loved it.
I've been a fan since I was a kid, back before it was. I remember watching it on PBS, and it was just kind of my own thing.
People have started watching the show in many different points in the show's history.
Series 5 came along, and
I think I became a Whovian when Peter Capaldi came. He won me over right away as a favorite Doctor.
You have your first Doctor, and then you have your favorite Doctor. For some people, they're the same. For me, they're not. My favorite Doctor is David Tennant. And I know many of you guys have him as your favorite Doctor as well.
David Tennant's probably my favorite. or Matt Smith or Capaldi. I don't know, they're all so great. Peter Davison's my favorite classic Doctor.
We all have our favorite Doctors, but what I love is the passion that all of us Whovians have for this series.
Every war ever fought right there in front of you. Because it's always the same. When you fire that first shot, no matter how right you feel, you have no idea who's going to die. You don't know whose children are going to scream and burn. How many hearts will be broken? How many lives shattered? How much blood will spill until everybody does what they were always going to have to do from the very beginning? Sit down and talk!
Doctor Who is so much more than just a TV show. It shows you that you should care for the human race. It shows you the good in humanity. It teaches you a lot about mercy and dealing with anger. Doctor Who taught me that everybody matters. It means complete joy and it broadens my perspective on people.
As a 6-year-old, this prospect of having this lonely man just in a police box traveling around like everywhere was actually incredibly spectacular, brilliant, amazing, and to be honest, exquisite.
One of the most unique shows on TV.
The Doctor is brave, compassionate, and intelligent. He becomes a hero in the eyes of fans and somebody that they can relate to. He's an outcast and incredibly different, but he embraces that difference and inspires other people to be better themselves. The Doctor has helped many people through times of depression and anxiety. It'll make you cry, it'll make you laugh, but most importantly, it'll make you believe in magic again. The Doctor can become a best friend in really hard times and can always make you smile again. Watching Doctor Who can be an escape from real life. It's like you're traveling in the TARDIS along with the characters. It gives you hope. There's something really special about a show that inspires so much passion from fans. The feeling of coming home when you see the BBC logo pop up at the beginning, and the shiver I get when I hear the sound of the TARDIS. Even if I'm in my 80s, sitting in my rocking chair, holding my sonic screwdriver, I will be screaming, "Allons-y!" as loud as I possibly can. We become completely obsessed with the show and the characters, buying merchandise, going to conventions to meet other Whovians and the actors of the show. Doctor Who sparks you to want to somehow get involved to create something in whatever way you can. And Whovians really do create incredible things. I've seen musicians, artists, writers, actors, cosplayers, filmmakers make truly incredible things. Just these really, really talented and passionate people. The show inspired me to make films. I went to Doctor Who Night at the Science Center a couple months ago and met two incredibly talented people. A woman who made a quilt of David Tennant's face that David actually saw and signed, and a man who created these amazing pieces of art illustrating the 10th and 11th Doctors and their companions.
I made this quilt, it's called the 10th. I made it in 2013. David Tennant is my favorite Doctor, so it was obvious that I was going to make him as the pixel quilt. So I did it. It took about 52 hours to make, to piece together, then about another 5 to 8 hours to actually quilt. That was done in April of 2013, and it's been kind of all over the world. It's been in different publications, all that sort of stuff, hung in different shows. But I like bringing it to places where people aren't used to seeing a quilt, because it's something kind of interesting.
My first Doctor was Tom Baker, and I really enjoyed Tom Baker, and he was a superhero in his own way. He wasn't punching anybody though, which kind of actually made me go, oh, cool. Someone who resolves issues with intelligence and wit and charm, and that was a kind of a superpower in its own way. If they were a companion, they either traveled on the TARDIS or were in multiple episodes. The only exception is Kylie Minogue's character. She was in one episode and she died, and that actually made me cry a little bit. So my motto is, if you cry, you're in, you're good, you're going to be a companion, you're in the picture.
I've got a friend who's cosplayed so many different Doctors and has met just about every single person who's played a Doctor or a companion on the show.
Through the show, I've made so many friends through conventions and cosplay. I never thought I'd have as close friends as this. Meeting the cast, that's always fun. It just they're so brilliant, and I haven't had a bad experience yet, and it makes me love the show even more, because I know how hard everyone works on the show, and it's just amazing.
I know another person who drove about 900 miles just to meet an actor from the show.
Last year, when I realized, oh man, I think I'm a Whovian now, since I spend all this money on like meeting my favorite doctor and getting his autographs and stuff like that.
Doctor Who isn't just a show that we watch. It's a vital part of our friendships, our families, and our lives.
And I loved everything about it, from fish fingers and custard to aliens and bow ties.
If I wasn't on that sofa on that particular day, and I did not go on that channel, and I did not watch that episode, I would be a completely different person today, and that kind of scares me.
I'm the Doctor. I'm a Time Lord. I'm from the planet Gallifrey in the constellation of Kasterborous. I'm 903 years old, and I'm the man who's going to save your lives and all 6 billion people on the planet below. You got a problem with that?
No.
In that case, hello, Z!
I've made really great friendships because of this show, and I wouldn't be doing nearly as well on this channel if it wasn't for my passion for Doctor Who. I'm so grateful to be able to discuss this show with all of you guys.
Now it's shared with everybody and still well cool.
So I can't wait to see where the show goes.
We're both gonna be Whovians together, we're both gonna be very weird.
The show, after 53 years, is still going hard and strong.
Doctor Who means my life.
How I became a Whovian.
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 That's how we became Whovians. Thank you to everybody that sent me clips, pictures, comments. I tried to incorporate as many as possible into this video. If you enjoyed the collaboration and would like to see me do another one in the future, give this video a massive thumbs up and be sure to share it. Let me know what you think I should ask you guys for a future collaboration in the comment section below. Thank you all so much for watching this. I will see you later. Bye.